Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new episode of Log Horizon Destruction of the Round Table, or Log Horizon Entaku Hawkeye, which is on episode 10, or whichever that sounds appropriate for you. Anyways, this episode right here, looks like to me things are about to get really hectic, but it's up to only a couple of characters who might be able to turn this thing around, since they are the only ones that might be able to do it. And whatever they are taught and whatever they are given, they are to use it to their full advantage, because this is their time to shine, you know? And you guys might be saying, okay, what the blazing Peach you talking about, dude? So if anything else, let's get to it. As the episode continues, you know, after the opening, we have to it that we get to see a lot of our characters, and throughout this episode, we get to see our Log Horizon characters, with the exception of the few, but many others, such as Isaac, and let's see here, William, and then Reyes, and many others, you know, that we know of. Anyone who's pretty much like around the level 90s or above, or close to the max level range or something, whatever you want to call it. It looks like to me their numbers or levels seem to be dipped down so badly, you know, like they literally went, like, all of them went from whatever number they are in the 90s all the way down to level 35, ironically. And the reason to that is because the genius raid boss is somehow using the system to their advantage to, like, you know, when it comes to, like, being a teacher to certain low levels, your level is supposed to be a little bit lower than expected, or be at the same level as them, or below them, for example. It's using that same system, but it's using that same teacher system, but to a more effective range. And it's affecting all those who is above the level 65, I guess, or possibly higher than that, you know? For example, you know, Shiroe, Naotsugu, and many others, such as Isaac, and William, and Reyes. They pretty much, all of them are level 35s, unfortunately. Even though they were level 90s, because of the system that this genius, or whatever it is called, ends up using the same old system technique that it uses with other players, it's making the advantage over that. For example, like I said, like they are using the handicap system, if anything, to a more effective range to those who are 90 or above, you know, or above the level 65 range, you know, because that is the current raid level enemies and bosses that they are fighting right now. Anyone who is at least above level 65, you're going to be deducted very, very badly. Like I said, a bunch of level 90s became level 35s when they were teleported there, you know? And that becomes a big disadvantage for some of our, or all of those who are very strong, you know? But we have too that we get to see the useless sisters eventually meet up with Shiroe and the others after they realize what's been going on here and there. As for the other players, of course they are struggling very badly. Even some of them already died in that raid event already, you know? Even Isaac died so easily, and many others. As for Shiroe and the others, they end up having to meet with their other friends to try to switch off enemies, you know, eventually, and they end up taking care of that. As for the useless twins, they end up having their memory remembered, and they apologize to Tetra for causing so much trouble. That aside, Shiroe managed to get some information that might be able to be useful to him. But unfortunately, him and his other friends of Log Horizon and his other allies won't be able to fight the raid boss on their own, due to the fact of what's happening with them right now. You know, they're in their they're in the level 35s right now, so that's not going to help them out very much. So the only people, such as Akatsuki or anyone else who doesn't have their levels reduced very badly, for example, if they are not above the level 65 range, they are the only ones that have the advantage right now to take out the raid boss that's happening at that same guild house that the round table is usually have their meetings at, you know? So we have the Shiroe ends up telling the twin sisters, give this to Minori and the others. Hurry as fast as you can. We alone will buy enough time for them to finish this raid or take care of it, you know? So pretty much, Shiroe, with the information he's got, he puts it in the booklet. He tells the twin sisters to deliver it to Toya and Minori, as they are the only hope right now to, like, destroy the raid boss, you know? And by that time, we see Akatsuki and Minori trying to use their brains right now, since Akatsuki says, hey, if I remember correctly, right now, we are the only ones that can do this, due to the fact that, like, everyone else might be below our level, they'll only hinder us. And by that time, Minori understands that and gets ready to go into action, you know? Minori ends up fighting the two twin sisters who are level 65. Why am I saying 35? Forgive me. All the others who were at least above 65 levels or something, they're pretty much in the level 35 range. That much I could tell you. Anyways, we have to it, of course, like, that Minori ends up fighting the twin sisters and ends up giving some information booklet to Minori, as this is their only hope. Right now, Minori knows what's happening, and that she tells Akatsuki it's up to us to take care of that boss at that building over there, where the raid boss is at. Whereas that genius is right over there. So, looks like to me this is not going to be some simple task for them, but they're going to have to do it, because right now, the levels they are at, since they are not reduced to level 35 or something, they're the only ones that can do this. Like I said, this genius raid boss whatsoever is using the same system that they use for teaching with those who are below their ranked level, you know? So yeah, looks like to me they're gonna have to find a way how to beat the boss, but preview next episode, it's gonna highlight a lot of characters in action, so I look forward to that. So this is going to be great, you know? I mean, we got to see Minori and possibly others going into action. And Minori, it looks like to me she's going to be the female Shiroe, but not to the extent like his planning expertise, you know? So we're going to see how this goes, but I got a good feeling that they could do this, you know? There's only a couple more episodes left, guys, you know? So it's up to Minori and any of those who do not have their reduced level cap, such as Akatsuki herself, since she managed to be at a teacher level. Right now, it's all up to her, along with possibly Minori and the others, to actually, like, kill the raid boss. We'll see. I mean, like, Akatsuki could help out, but I'd like to see Minori, Toya, and the others from Log Horizon, along with, like, some other decent level players, like, at the same level as them, to, like, have the spotlight, you know? Hopefully they'll do something good and save everybody and possibly solve the situation. But I got a good feeling that they could do this. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.